Dooku at age 90. Obi-Wan in his 50s. Get help. You're no match for him. He's a Sith Lord. Darth Sidious. Sith Lords are our speciality. That's right. I told them. And now you're tied to a chair in a room with three guys who really liked Qui-Gon Jinn and don't take the code too seriously. Star Wars character writing be like, he was considered irredeemable. I know there is still good in him. Hard to swallow pills. Solo, a Star Wars story, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi television series take place in the same year. Wiping out Tusken Raider children. Wiping out Jedi younglings. Young Skywalker, in one word, how would you describe yourself? Unable to follow simple instructions. Today, you get to see how a real Jedi cruiser operates and have the chance to serve alongside two Jedi Masters. I've been looking forward to this. My powers have doubled since 133 episodes and 7 seasons count. The gym teacher, the janitor. I am your father. No! I also made 3PO. Wait, that's right. 3PO's your brother. No. Leave Lightspeed to Han Solo. Sith happens, so slow down. Baby Yoda uses a car seat, be safe he will. Wookiees, hater litter. Your thoughts dwell on your mother? My thoughts dwell on your mother. Oh. Hello, my name is Luke Skywalker. You called my father. Prepare to die. When a Star Wars character picks up a minigun, you already know how this is going to go down. What he said, farming? Really? Man of your talents? What he wanted to say, darn Butch, you live like this? When I was a kid, all I wanted was a lightsaber like Luke Skywalker. Now that I'm an adult, I'm starting to think I want a Bacta tank like Luke Skywalker. George Lucas confirmed that before Disney bought the Star Wars franchise, he intended to add more references to the prequels in the original film, such as these dialogue callbacks from Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. Now this is pod racing. Yippee, I'll try spinning, that's a good trick. Any Jedi or original character doing fine before the original movies, I am inevitable. Breaking, Joe Yauza will no longer performing at the America 250 concert. No, end you, cull you. No, I culled you, remember? I made you half a mall. Jar Jar being a Sith would have made the prequels better. Change my mind. In his belly, you will find a new definition of pain and suffering as you are slowly digested over 1,000 years. Tell him that sounds stupid as pack and that we would die of starvation or dehydration in less than a month. Tell him I said he sounds like an aid youth who is clueless about biology. Tell him, 3PO. Tell him he is stupid as pack. In those exact words, 3PO. Obi-Wan, you must face Darth Vader again. Luke, all right. Then how do I fight the Emperor after defeating Vader? Obi-Wan, oh shut. I forgot that Yoda actually fought him. Hard to swallow pills. Star Wars is built on the foundation that what the writer wants goes. You would prefer a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Then get your hand off my pens. You must survive Order 66. Your birth month is your Jedi protector. Are you dead or alive? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Dark side villains, the only light side villain, June Saros. Rebel Alliance before ROTJ every single time on screen. In terms of money, we have no money. Space Racer Infinity Ray? What kind of propaganda do you think the Empire fabricated to justify the destruction of Alderaan to the public. Palpatine, please spare me, literally everyone in the Star Wars fandom. If you could allow me to complete your training, Luke, that would be great. In Star Wars, I call this Kumbal, and it's played by these weird little guys with 6 feet, mushrooms for ears, and names like Spigot Warbleshire and Dave Umumumu. Hera Syndulla, Harry Syndulla. Established Jedi lore, Dargs. When you quit your job and your former boss cuts off 3 of your limbs, I hate you. When you get a text from your ex at 2 a.m., it's a trick. Send no reply. Anakin arriving on time and ruining it. Yoda coming so close to redeeming Dooku. Waiting for Disney to bring me back. When you wake up in the middle of the night and feel that's it's past 3 a.m., but before 4 a.m., and it's 3:55. Attack of the Clones is your favorite prequel? Yes, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. If I had a nickel for every TV tie in Star Wars movie about saving Rada the Hutt, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, I know. But it's weird that it's happened twice. Luke, you have forgotten me. No, how could I? You've thought about culling your nephew, and so you have forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Luke. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of the Force. How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be. Remember who you are. You are my son, and a true Jedi. Remember who you are. No, please don't leave me. Father, don't leave me. Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool suddenly turns green. Where do Sith Lords go shopping? The Darth Mall. I hate you. The Black Sun watching the Pikes in the Book of Boba Fett and the Hutts in the Mandalorian and Grogu. It's free real estate. He's reaching for his lightsaber. People who were introduced to Star Wars by the prequels. People who were introduced to Star Wars by the sequels. Me, who was introduced to Star Wars by the Angry Birds games and the Arabic dub of Rebels Season 1. If you live long enough, you start seeing the same eyes in different people. You don't have enough experience to be a master. This is outrageous. I've been working here since I'm 9. Finn is the first real everyman in the Star Wars franchise. What? Every major character in Star Wars is special in some way. They're either a badass smuggler or rebel pilot, or a badass Jedi, or they're straight up royalty. Finn is the first major character in the entire franchise to just be some guy. Jesse, what the hell are you talking about? Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The power of a giant laser gun is insignificant next to the power of a really big rock. Your flagship destroyed. Your master dead. Your organs crushed. Kenobi on his way. Visible anger. Luke, I hear you confronted the Emperor himself. What was it like? It was shocking. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. Did you know that Jar Jar Binks enjoys the study of topography? He really loves a mesa. Nothing gets through this armor. Grievous gave his droid bodyguards cloaks with ceremonial patters on them to remind him of his people. Canon, Anakin Skywalker mood when culling younglings. Fanon, Anakin Skywalker mood when culling younglings. Breaking Figrin Dan and the modal nodes. Pull out of Freedom 250 concert. When someone honks at you. Alderaan grew very rich after society decided that criminal defendants must pay bail. Most popular poses at the new Jabba the Hutt photo booth. The he pushed me. The you two knuckleheads. The stick 'em up you shooting first bastard. Shout out to respectable former enemies acting like old married couples. Gotta be one of my favorite character dynamics. Show me Star Wars best rivalry. I said the best rivalry. Perfection. I don't mean it metaphorically, or rhetorically, or poetically, or theoretically, or any other fancy way. I'm death, straight up. Hutt species in legends. We remained relevant even until legacy and actually improved. Hutt species in canon. Ouch, the New Republic has political will. Let's go on vacation. How about the beach? No? One day, we will have children. Before that, I'll turn to the dark side and cull children. Blind we are if the reason why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, we could not see. If you ever feel like a moron, remember that these two thought they could surprise Yoda. Sadness, fear, anger, clarity, resolve, special edition. The hills are alive with the sounds of me inquiring about your time card. Luke, episodes 7, 8, and 9 rip off our story arc. No, that's not true. That's impossible. I'm going in. Cover me, Porkins. Porkins! Are you calling me fat? Idiot. Read the script. Your character is Jerk Porkins. I really hate George Lucas. Bad Batch. Delta Squad. You know you're a geek when this is hotter than if they were nude. A new Star Wars movie then. A new Star Wars now. Hey Luke, did you hear I got kicked out of the pool today? Why's that hand? Apparently the breaststroke isn't what I thought. My parents at age 23. Lees have a job, buy a house, and rising kids. Yes, me at age 23. I can use the Force to open the doors at the mall. Stop judging my face and judge yourself. Welcome to the gang, kid. We've got Stealin' Steve, Murderin' Mike, and Ryan Johnson. What did Ryan Johnson do? He killed a movie franchise. Everyone should finally start to in the new year. New year, the moon weird. Star Wars Forces of Destiny. Star Wars Resistance. Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars The Clone Wars. Lego. Star Wars The Yoda Chronicles. I wouldn't mind hitting on that. Joe, you couldn't hit sand if you fell off a bantha. J.J. Abrams originally had told me to improve a scene where I explained Palpatine's resurrection. I joked with him saying I should just say somehow. Turns out he was filming the whole time. The internet. Everybody hated the Star Wars sequel series. Me, who liked them despite their flaws. This convention is going to be great. Star Trek is dumb. It's Star Wars, you idiot. Yay, who'd thought I'd get an award for making bagels? There are more two genders. Real communism has never been tried. If you disagree with me, you're a resist. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here. If Spock had been a Jedi, the Sith would never have had a chance. Me going to get online for lunch thinking everything is fine. Me regretting all life choices that led to this moment. The annoying extrovert that wants to be my friend. Americans when Australia put refugees in offshore camps. Americans when Australia successfully suppressed COVID. There lies Moss Wookie. You will never find a more wretched collection of beauty salons with hairballs and villainy. Jar Jar Binks, the blonde of the Star Wars universe. Americans saying it's for self-defense and pulling up with guns like these. Too much power, you have, kill you. I must. You know I'm invincible, right? A kryptonite lightsaber crystal. I have. Oh, sheet. Star Wars fans that watched The Mandalorian. Star Wars fans after remembering they had to wait 7 years to get good Star Wars from Disney. I'm not saying it's the high ground, but the high ground. Yoda's head looks like really good weed. Changed my mind. Star Wars is so romantic. I love when they cut open the tauntaun and crawl inside it to keep warm. Where girls cried, where boys cried, where men cried. Of course you'll get your money, Jabba, just as soon as my girlfriend kills you. Hallo thar. Kenobi, you drunk. Yes. Let me help, bro. C-3PO is just as annoying in The Empire Strikes Back as Jar Jar was in The Phantom Menace. Changed my mind. Death Battle. Darth Vader versus Ganondorf Dragmire. Every Olympic sport would better if they had lightsabers. Porkins, you don't know the power of the dark side. Vader, you don't know the power of the burritos. I ate in the Rebel cafeteria. I guess we're both having thermal exhaust port problems? I hope mine doesn't blow up. When value money more than your players, lose both. You will. I wanted to upgrade to an Android phone, but I couldn't find one. Me. I heard your GF died trying to jump over the Grand Canyon. How are you doing? Him. I just can't get over it. Me. It's okay. Neither could she. I don't care what universe where you're from, that's gotta hurt. If you can dodge a wrench, you can handle a Star Wars spoiler. We weren't expecting special forces. Well, maybe if you couldn't handle some bears with sharp stick, we wouldn't have to be here. Why does everyone recognize me as Han Solo? This is so annoying. I wish I was never a movie star. The only thing I want to be recognized as is Indiana Jones and not Han Solo. Why was I never in the Star Wars films? God's sake, stupid Star Wars fans. When you scroll back up to get one more look at Carrie Fisher in her Rot J slave costume, and Facebook has removed it from your feed. What did you think of the new Star Wars movie? I don't watch Star Wars. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Any good dog that gives a Shih Tzu and about Darth's doggy treats is a dog of the Empire. These are dark times for the Republic. Indeed, I sense a disturbance in the Force. Fear not, set our phasers to stun. We will. Who'd you talking about? Willis. Common sense. Now that's something I haven't heard in a very long time. Roses are red. British currency is called a pound. It's over Anakin. I have the high ground. Nobody. Anakin, once Ahsoka turns 18. This is where the fun begins. I have a very particular set of skills, and I am also a Jedi. I've finally found it after 15 years. The Scroll of Truth, the Star Wars. The Clone Wars series is never coming back. Nya. How Americans think the world sees them. How the world actually sees them. How they really are. Me finding discounted 70s wallpaper on eBay during quarantine. I gotta get one of those. I find your lack of hand sanitizer disturbing. The Star Wars theme is just sleepwalk, only faster. Changed my mind. Who would win? A guy trained to kill Jedi. One shaky boy. Why does the Empire issue us this armor? It doesn't protect us from a damn thing. This has been a day for detours. Anakin Skywalker. Landing at Point Rain summed up in one quote. Anakin, you must guide the next Jedi. It had to be sand. The balance of the Force has been shaken. The distribution of weight, enabling the metaphysical and ubiquitous power that controls and surrounds our universe, has been rumbled in a way that makes one vibrate. Me dropping the cucumber jar after failing to open it. I'll have you know, My Little Pony, the movie is 100 times better than Star Wars, The Last Jedi. When you sell a Jango Fett helmet goblet on eBay, but warn the buyer that they need to empty out the gunk inside first before using it. There is only so much you can do with a Leslie Headland-produced show. What are you all hung up about? Disney bought Star Wars. Worst decision ever. Asteroid crashes into volcano. I have a bad feeling about this. Here's your lightsaber. Tell Leia if she gets me one, like Kylo's, I'll come back. That's the sheety old model. Doesn't this original sketch for Star Wars Chewbacca look exactly like this woman? For a very long time, I have waited to reveal that I am your father. No. Jaina Solo, daughter of Hand and Leia, Jedi, Rogue Squadron pilot, legendary. Two most vulgar characters in Star Wars. Bleeped out every word they said. Anakin in Clone Wars, Anakin in movies. When you see this and are reminded of, behold, I am Darth Vader, Darth Lord of the Sith. Disney, Avatar, Endgame, Star Wars is totally opposed to all war. Can't wait to see Star Wars The Force Awakens. Grand Moff Tarkin died on the Death Star. Wolf Yularen died on the Death Star. I bought some little trainers today. Hey ha, as a joke, right? To sell on eBay, right? Right? You cannot beat Obi-Wan. Don't underestimate my power. Later. A New Hope. Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. My brain, when it's busy, reminding me of cringy memories. Unlimited power. My brain, when I want to use it to come up with a good meme idea, I'm too weak. Which side are you on? Kevin Kiner is the true successor to John Williams. Ludwig Göransson is the true successor to John Williams. The odds against successfully navigating this asteroid field are too damn high.